So you started a YouTube channel and you want to start creating, you want to start posting, but you're constantly worried about what if my coworkers sees it, what if my friends from school see it, and what they're going to think about it, what if I see something wrong, what if the video is not well edited, what if there's like a mistake on that. Well, I also go through all of those over thoughts when I'm creating videos for YouTube. And the reality is, I've come across a lot of those videos with the same titles and thumbnails as mine, saying, no one cares, just post, which in fact, there's some truth to that. And the truth is, in fact, no one cares. Um, and there are a lot of reasons on why we are overly worried about the content we're producing. That's totally fine. In a sense, this is important because that's what helps us to improve. But there's no improvement without action, right? So if you don't post, if you don't do something, if you don't put it out there, there'll be no improvement because you're not going to see where you committed a mistake, where you need improvement, where things can get better. So this is what is the most important right now, is to post and post consistently, but not only consistently, but also analytically, and posting in a way that you're studying your content, you're getting feedback from like trusted friends and people that you can like you're not gonna like show your video. You don't have to show your video to your friends, to your family, or post on social media. You can do that if you think your friends and social media are your targeted audience, or maybe the community that you're aiming for. But at the same time, it's not something that you're obligated to do. I've created this YouTube channel from scratch basically because of that. I have another YouTube channel, and I feel like part of the problem there was the fact that I already exposed my YouTube channel for audiences that are not my targeted audience, my aimed community. And that creates a problem because it kind of like confuses the algorithm, and to kind of like fix it, you have to post more and more on top of that without like letting it, without doing the job that the algorithm is doing and letting it do its thing. So that's why I'm so happy that I decided to create this small YouTube channel here, that I've told literally no one, and I don't intend to tell anyone because I want the algorithm to do its thing and its tricks and magics. And there's some there's some sort of like freedom to that, because on my other YouTube channel that I have a lot of eyes on me, eyes that I know of, eyes of people that are familiar, are like part of my social circle. It's different. It's just like I know they're gonna see it. I know like they could see it. They can find it easily because they know I have it. And the growth there has been, my experience with this other channel has been completely different from what I've noticed YouTube is doing to small channels now. I'm still a small channel in the other channel. I've just recently started over a month ago, about like 7 or 8 weeks, almost 2 months of creating content in the other channel. I've been doing two videos on the other channel. It's more like vlogging style, and it's a different process. And I feel like because there was this element of like sharing with people I shouldn't have, they'll be there. They'll watch it for you. They'll participate. They'll communicate. They'll comment. But if they're not your audience, they're not going to stick around. They're not going to come back. They're not going to continue doing it, right? So that's the thing with YouTube. It's about letting the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And we get so anxious. I know I get anxious. Like in my first videos, I was like, okay, 0 views, like 3 views, like people are not watching, like what's going on? And then after a few days, the growth was like coming, but it's still like not passing the 200s, hundreds house. And there's a point you get frustrated with that, right? But the point being is, I have learned so much, even with this other channel, in regards of like content creation, in regards of like where to position the camera, how to talk with the camera, what to put in the video, what to not put, how to edit. Like the other channel is like overly edited, and this one I'm going on a different approach of much more like low effort editing. Like not that I won't edit this video, but the video is not like demanding a lot of editing. It's much more something like I'll do it, I'll color grade it probably, I'll do some cuts, and then I'll throw it on the internet, and that's it, gone. The message was sent, and then I'm gonna watch this video and see what I learned from that. There was another thing too for me that I was constantly worried about, which was my appearance. I don't know why, but I was so concerned about like the way I was presenting myself here. And if you think about it, there's like a psychological element involved in that, the way you present yourself. But at the same time, we're going on a different direction this year because of AI and because of like the past of YouTube with like high edited videos, like high quality, like very a lot of like triggering to keep you watching the video, and the way people were presenting themselves, it felt so distant from reality that I kind of like have been working on embracing the fact that that's okay not to be okay in this video. That's okay if like my hair doesn't look great. That's okay if like I don't have the perfect clothing. The only thing here is about the message, because when I go think about your behavior as a consumer on YouTube, right? When you go on YouTube and you watch videos and you're there for a message, you don't actually care how the person presents herself. Like I'm like basically there listening to what the person has to say. And sometimes that will resonate much more with me than the looks that the person has. Like if she's in a car, if she's in her kitchen, if she's in her bedroom, because I'm not there because of her scenario. I'm not there because of her hairstyle. I'm there because I want to learn from that person's experiences. And that's literally what I've decided to do here. It's like, okay, I'm going to document this process of being a small creator from the beginning and share it with people on my perspective. And the fact is, really, no one cares. It comes to that. It really comes to the fact that like people are here for the message you have to bring. So the idea is post, yes, but post with content, with value, with a message, post with strategy, and follow that. And it can be so confusing being on YouTube lately because there are so many videos of like small creators or other YouTubers that they are saying different things, and then you see someone that is blowing up with like, you know, one video and they're like 1,000 subscribers already. And that's a bit frustrating for us that are doing a slow paced job, that are working on a different approach in a different direction. But we also have to understand that YouTube is a platform that it has so many methodologies. There are so many ways of growing here. There's so many formats you can choose to work with. And the way, once we understand that, we understand the power of this. What I've been training a lot in this channel is my ability to speak with the camera without a lot of cuts like the other videos, because the other videos like require that. They're like vlogging. So vlogs, they eventually will have lots of cuts, which is totally fine. It's part of the format. But here I'm trying to develop my public speech, even speaking with the camera, because I know I can cut like the s and ums and like the breathing pauses, but at the same time I'm training something else here. And that's been very important for me. I do have like a script that I follow. It's like right under this camera. It's right here, and it's like on bullet points on my phone. I like to create bullet points because it helps me like to develop the line of thought and don't lose from that. And what also has worked for me is like for this channel, I have just been posting. I've noticed that like in my first videos, so I created like 7 videos in a row, talking about different topics and my take on those and my experiences. And I've noticed like when I schedule to post those videos, I I realized that a lot of like the first video content, they were like a little bit outdated in a sense. But in a way, I was like, okay, Drigo, what's your biggest challenge right now? It's to post. It's not to worry about the content. It's not to worry about like, it is to worry about the content. Of course, I'm worried about what I'm saying here, but at the same time, like not to be overly and excessively drastic when it comes to analyzing the channel. It's just basically to create the content, the archives, and the amount necessary that you challenge yourself for. So if you challenge yourself for 30-day videos, video a day, basically post videos for 30 days. And even if the video is like a little bit outdated and something you said, like the TikTok ban and the TikTok is back, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and do it because it is part of the process. It's how you grow. So there's another thing in regards of small channels like this is like enjoy as much as you can the fact that you're not well known. You know, like I said, like I feel so free here because I get to like freely share my experience without the pressure of like huge amounts of people watching me, because I do want to grow at some point, but at the same time, for now, it feels like a little bit like releasing, knowing that I don't have that pressure to a specific audience or community at this moment because I'm testing things out, right? And that's like the beauty of like starting fresh, starting like from scratch and starting small. Is the ability like to commit mistakes without a lot of people watching, and then learning from your own mistakes in your own pace. Like that's the beauty of this. And this is also another thing I wanted to talk about, which is the mindset of a small creator or a initial creator, which is basically to create with a troubleshooter mindset. And what is a troubleshooter mindset? A troubleshooter mindset is that person that basically will troubleshoot, right? So if like learning programming during college, that's like the mentality of a programmer. It's basically you're developing a application, you're developing a website or whatever thing you're developing, and you're going to come across a lot of issues, a lot of like bugs, mistakes, and things that you need to fix. But that's the process like of creating the app until you see the thing all completely like done and finalized. The process requires you to create and troubleshoot, which means like you're gonna go through challenges over the process, and that's part of the process. Accept it, embrace it, and overcome them. That's the same logic for a small content creator, is to not give up after like the first video that didn't come with no views. It's not to give up after 10 videos. Like set a goal. Okay, so let's finish this video by setting a goal of videos that you want to do, and you're going to commit to these videos and you're going to post regardless. Just so you know, of course, bring value, try to make a script for every video, or at least a bullet point you want to bring about. Make a spreadsheet of the next 7 videos, take a day, make all of the videos in a day or in 2 days, record, bring your takes, bring your experiences, talk about it, post, schedule to post for the amount of days you challenge yourself for. After that, take it a break and analyze the content. See how it went, see how it behaved, see how the algorithm helped you or not, or what you need to fix or what you need to improve. That's basically the reality here. The reality is that no one will, like the majority of YouTubers, small YouTubers that I've noticed that grew, they grew because they've been posting like 100 videos, 200 videos. Like it's a long-term process. It's not, YouTube's not a place you're gonna go viral like day to night. That's very rare. If you see those people, they do exist, but that's not a reality. I went across a Reddit. I want to read it. It's from there's a subreddit that I'm following on Reddit. It's for new YouTubers. And then there's this guy, his name is, I'm not going to share his name here, but he had 10 things to know before starting a YouTube channel. And one of the things that called my attention is number 3. He says, it's very rare for videos to break 1,000 views. 88% of videos don't get 1,000 views according to 9to5 Google. Less than 2% get 100,000 views. You are overexposed to unicorns by the algorithm, and it makes you think everyone is successful. But 90% of views go to the top 3% of channels. Don't get discouraged early on. Most people don't blow up in a year or even in their first 100 videos. Outliers are overrepresented in the community. So that's it. Have this mindset. You need to create, you need to learn with the process, you need to post, and it takes time. It takes a lot of creation until you're there. That's the message of this video. If you like this video, my name is Drigo. I am a small content creator who is now sharing and documenting my process of creating content for this new channel here and letting the algorithm do its trick and see where it leads. If you like this video, you're probably going to like this one right here. So don't forget to go there and watch it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.